The referee and touch judges are here. It's 16-10 to Hull FC after a scintillating first half. Could have gone one way or the other. Hull just with their noses in front, and a tremendous second 48 minutes to come. The black and whites will get us underway. They'll attack in this second half from left to right. Hope you're enjoying this Saturday night's entertainment here on Sky Sports from the Stobart Super League. We're underway, and it's Sean Lunt who is the man who receives the kick-off, and Darryl Griffin will take the first tackle of this second half. I'm sure the word from Peter Gentle, Steve, will have been more of the same, please.
Yeah, the defence has been excellent in that first stanza, and there he is. He'll be quite happy with the way that they've spread the ball out wide. They've caught Leeds' sliding defence on a couple of occasions. That's the reason why they lead by 6 points. Leeds, of course, they realise one thing. The forwards, they've got to roll up the sleeves and get on with a little bit more work. Hard work at that.
And maybe that's why Richard Moore, 21 on his back, is out there. The 30-year-old, much-travelled career, but he makes his 200th appearance of that career tonight. He's been thrown out there to add a little bit of grunt up front for the champions as Maguire pumps the ball downfield, and the bounce just spins away from Russell, who had a wonderful first half. And I think it's time to get half-time news, isn't it? We'll join Rod.
Thanks to the Peter Gentle, pretty pleased, as you alluded to there, with the first half. Certainly pleased with what they've done with the football in their hands, but just wants to keep an eye on the speed of the play the ball from Leeds, just trying to control the Leeds ruck speed when Leeds are in possession. Well, as far as Leeds are concerned, interesting that Brian McDermott sent the troops out a full 2 minutes before they needed to be out on the paddock, so he's pretty anxious about the things going on in the first half. Said Leeds have been a little bit panicky. We've just seen that there, haven't we? Lack of composure, that's caused them to give penalties away, and that's what's causing all the problems. Not been the best first half for the Rhinos, but only 6 points behind.
He's got it right.
Well, the referee changed his mind. He realised, I think, that Leeds had turned round in the half-time. That was the knock-on by Ablett.
Yeah, not two ways about it. And
actually, there was no knock-on by Hull. It should have been play on.
Well, it's a little bit too late now. He just got confused, and he got the nod, got the message in his ear.
And fair play to him. He changed his mind. He was big enough and brave enough to change his mind. Some people might have been just stubborn enough to say, no, I've given my decision, that's it.
Can you do that after a try?
No. Leeds in defence. Solid on that occasion. Here's Jordan Turner.
That's the one thing that Peter Gentle has brought to this black and white outfit, is the inside pass in and around the play the ball area. Though that's not the best there by Danny Houghton. I was just going to give him a big rap. We really just control things, but
Willie Manu won the ball. They made him a series of offers to stay here, but he's decided he doesn't want to stay. He's probably on his way out of the door at the KC.
I don't know why they're so upset about that. It's not as if he came from here. They took him from Castleford anyway.
But so they don't want to lose a star player.
He's a quality player.
He's a quality man, exactly.
And don't worry, the top clubs will be wanting to snap him up, that is for sure. He's having a wow of a game. His offloading ability. And let's face it, there's not many forwards that has that sort of ability right the way through this Super League. He's quality through and through.
Here he is, Willie Manu, set to leave. Have you got a problem this weekend? You're in a very boisterous mood over the past couple of days, Philip. No?
Just a cold one.
Well, I tell you what, you've got to suffer it apparently till the 1st of June. So there you go.
Roll on July. We'll get it right there.
Richard Moore.
Move, come on, Mark. Hold. Go.
Standen plays the ball, and that was Lunt, and here is Sinfield. Just kicks the ball down the centre of the field, makes it bounce before Sharp has to retreat and pick it up. It's a good chase. Sharp is quick. And Ablett really...
well, he swung the arm, didn't he? I think he made contact as well. The one thing that Hull will be very, very pleased with is that their defence, not only is it stopping the man with the ball, no, you see Ablett certainly went a little bit high. It's just that they're forcing Leeds to be able to kick on the last way down in their own area. And there's not many teams can do that against the champions.
Good run again from Willie Manu. And Crooks pops it up to Seymour. Good ball to Whiting. Little flick pass out the back door. Here goes Manu again. The chance is here. Oh, he's put the ball was it Brent Webb who came in and just slashed the ball into touch, taking no chances?
Well, I think they're lucky and got away with a knock-on, but it's obviously Hull get head and feed.
There's no knock-on, is there? He just passes it backwards. It's just a poor pass.
I thought it was.
Well, Brent Webb kicks it off the island. Here's Willie Manu's break, working on 3 metres.
Well, it's
Brent Webb knock it down?
It's claimed it, yeah, it's claimed it, yeah. And I think the reason why Webb just ulted into the crowd was that he's fully aware he got a fingertip to it.
Well, it's Hull's head and feed anyway. Great field position for them. And here is Ben Crooks once more. And there's a young man that they have found locally, Ben Crooks. Manu. O'Mealy alongside him.
He's creating all sorts of problems for the Leeds defence, this fella.
Houghton and Whiting. They're within 5 metres of that Leeds Rhinos line. Houghton is scheming at dummy half. Gives it to Seymour.
Oh, that's good defence, but a good offload. Oh, he's knocked on.
Jordan Turner has. It's been picked up though by Zach Hardacre. That will play on. That'll be the 0 tackle.
Well, a golden opportunity there, Jordan Turner. If he could have taken that, they could have applied the pressure. Pretty good kicking game tonight from the black and whites.
Move! Wait!
Just trying to offload under pressure, and you can see he took his eyes off the ball.
Not square, Danny Tickle.
Not square. At the play the ball, Danny Tickle.
Now, to be fair, James Child has blown quite a lot of whistle tonight. Most of them have been right, but both the coaches, Brian McDermott, Peter Gentle, they realise now that the discipline is going to win the game here tonight.
Move!
So we saw in the first half a run of penalties, and both sides scored a try from it.
Well, here goes Griffin on tackle number 2 for Leeds Rhinos. Lunt is in at dummy half. Here is Sinfield at the hub of everything that his team does. Moore, he was thinking about the offload there. Couldn't get the hands away from Manu, struggles to his feet, plays the ball. Maguire to Webb. Oh, they flew out of the line to try and stop him. Ryan Hall cuts inside. Difficult to stop when he gets a full head of steam. Flicks the pass back to Sean Lunt. And Lunt goes down on tackle number 4. 12 metres away from the black and whites line. The champions with their skipper Sinfield. Oh, interception to Whiting. And Whiting, he's got Delaney, but Delaney got the pass. Couldn't get the tackle in, it's Crooks.
Great play by Abler, trying to get through there, but they got the numbers. He's got to offload. Oh, he's thrown the dummy.
Matty Russell.
There was a golden opportunity there for Jordan Turner on the outside, and they've got the penalty. I said discipline will play its part, and I'm afraid the Rhinos, they've sinned. Great position, and what a wow of a game this guy's having tonight. Crooks just didn't have it. Ablett got there in time. Jamie Jones-Buchanan all over it.
Webb all over as well, not letting him get to his feet quick enough now. Then a big decision here. Will they go for 2?
Well, it looks
They've
like
decided they will go for 2. The touch judges are in position.
Yeah, Danny Tickle is just keeping himself pretty cool and collected.
This a bit of negative thinking by the black and whites.
Well, Leeds will be thrilled to bits, having just hurried back,
there
trying
it is.
to,
There's the
yeah.
signal, Barry. Peter
Well, there you
Gentle.
go. He wants to keep piling the pressure on. The worry for Leeds Rhinos, where Brent Webb was in that collision, he was in that tackle area, so they were vulnerable at the back for just a little chip over the edge. But Danny Tickle, this is breakfast, lunch and dinner to him. 2 points coming for FC.
Well, the referee is trying, as we see Brian McDermott prowling the touchline, the referee is asking the Leeds players to retreat 10 metres so that Tickle can take this kick.
Well, I think most of them are there.
Just
pretty vocal, the black and white fans, especially on their home ground.
And Tickle is a kicker of such experience. Just steadying himself, composing himself, viewing the ball over the bar and seeing the ball over the bar. It's 18-10 to Hull. The champions with a rare old scrap on their hands here at the KC Stadium. Sinfield, well, it was the interception, wasn't it, from his pass?
Good position, though, wasn't it, by Richard Whiting? Didn't have the legs, but had the support. And Ablett came to save the day in the end.
So 9 minutes of the second half gone. First points of the second 40 to the Black and Whites. We're in possession here with Seymour, and now it's Sam Moore driving that ball forward.
It's important now that the Rhinos make sure they keep them way down in their own quarter, at least in their own half anyway, and not give away a penalty. As I mentioned before, Mr. Child has been quite heavy on the whistle. Another great offload, yeah.
Here's Briscoe hugging the touchline, ball on the inside. Oh, the flag's gone up. It's a forward pass anyway. Don't think the flag did go up, to be fair. I think he's ruled that as a forward pass. I wondered whether Briscoe had a foot in touch.
Does he think it came off a Leeds hand? That's the only hope here. He's passed it backwards, and then let's have a see. I'm sure there's some Leeds arms and hands in the air. No.
I think it was forward, to be fair, and yeah, that's the type of play that's keeping.
Did Sinfield get a fingertip to that? He did, you know.
That should have been played.
Sinfield got a touch to that.
Crooks would have been in.
I'm going to make the point that that's the type of play that's keeping Hull FC in this game. I don't think he touches that, Eddie. I think it's a challenge on the forearms and arms of the Hull players. But for those people that believe in percentages and completion rates, Leeds are running at 86% completion rate, and Hull are way down in 64, but Hull FC in front on the scoreboard because they're prepared to throw the ball around and they're prepared to risk.
That was good play. Oh, I think he's been badly done to there.
Well, it depends if it hits Jordan Turner. It depends what happened after the ball came free. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that came off Turner. I think he's got that bob on, the referee.
Yeah, but it's got Black and White's head and feet.
I don't agree, Eddie. I think Jamie Jones carries that ball into contact.
Has he changed it
back?
No, he
gets it back.
No, it's a knock on because it hit Jordan Turner off the hands of Jamie Jones Buchanan.
Split decision, but
well, there's only one man's decision, and
yeah, and they won't be worried about it. But you know, Brian McDermott must be very concerned because this Leeds sliding defence tonight has been caught out so many times. Oh, big hit!
Jamie Jones Buchanan on Mark O'Mealy.
Mealy just gets up and says, "Was that a mosquito?"
Well, I'll tell you what, the JJB on his comeback game has been outstanding. He got back, don't forget, when the long break had been made by Whiting, and he's got up there. That's the way he finds to inspire his team. It's not a length of the field try. It's a game-changing tackle he's trying to pull up and lift the rest of his team out there.
And hasn't he done well, considering it is his first game back since the World Club Challenge in February? Jamie Jones Buchanan.
And it's a brilliant characteristic to have. He's made a mistake. He knows that a call's gone against him, and his first instinct is what's next? What can I do next to cancel out that negative?
Seymour high off the boot, a tremendous kick. The chase is fantastic. Oh, he's pinched it, Whiting! Has he got this down here? No, the referee won't hold it. Hand it upstairs. He said he held up.
Let go! Let go!
What a game this guy's having, Richard Whiting. He takes it fully, and Webb, Ben Jones, Bishop. Oh, they did very well.
Outstanding defence.
Especially Brent Webb. Went for the football, no chance to get it, but the way that the kicking game and the way that they've been able to exploit the sliding defence from Hull, this has been one of the best performances I've seen from them for quite some time.
You know, teams used to talk about defending well on their own try line. It's even moved beyond that now. Defending well in your own in-goal area. That's the second try that I suppose Hull could have scored inside. One in the first half. This allowed about 15 minutes into the game. And another one there. Now some big hits coming either way.
You felt that. Moa's tackle on Sean Love. Here is Maguire, though. He can turn defence into attack. And a kick down the line for Ryan Hall. Didn't quite get the bounce, did he? No. Mind you, was Ryan Hall taken out off the ball then? The referee says no, does he?
Looking at the merits of the
He wants to have a look whether he was impeded.
He's just asked for a merits of a penalty try here.
He wants to know if he's been impeded.
He's already lost the ball, though, hasn't he, before the challenge? Unless something happens here.
Well, it was a great kick from Maguire. He made the half break.
He's already lost contact of the ball.
Well, I think so. I think that Ryan Hall gets the fingertips to it a split second before.
Not done already.
Yeah, he can't give a penalty try for this, that's for sure. And Will Sharp certainly got across quickly. Quick thinking, though, by Danny Maguire. That's the sort of thing that could bring the Rhinos back into it. But I think this will be NOTRY.
Well, it shouldn't even say that, should it? It shouldn't even say that, because it wasn't a try. It should be just play on. But I don't think we've got anything that says that. Zero tackle defence.
I think that means play on.
Yeah, play on. Yeah. It was a knock-on by Ryan Hall.
Great kick, though, by Maguire. Ryan McDermott, the Rhinos coach, is fully aware that he has the capability in both Sinfield and Maguire to turn this around, but he'll be disappointed with the effort from their forwards. They have absolutely been battered by this wonderful Hull FC pack. Listen to the crowd here, the home fans, they're loving this, but there's still plenty of time to go. They can't shut up shop.
Here's Aspinwall for the Black and Whites. He's missed the last two. He was in the Castleford team, beaten in extra time by Leeds in last year's Cup semi-final, Martin Aspinwall. Doesn't he want some revenge?
What a great kick there from Danny Houghton.
And look at the chase.
And it's Houghton that's there as well. Alongside Brett Seymour, he's worked hard. It's been a great team effort from the home side.
They're great kicks then. Everybody's on side. Danny Houghton, who's often praised for his defensive efforts, puts in a wonderful kick and backs it up with an even better chase.
Oh, this is a contentious penalty. Lee Smith, it could have gone the other way. Lee Smith was trying to get a quick play of the ball, didn't stand up and play it properly, but Lynch was all over him, hanging on to him, tried to get to his feet and then seemed to be pulled down. That could have gone either way.
I think that's harsh. I think Lynch still has hold of him when he attempts to regain his feet.
Well, they went for two before and they're going for two again.
Yeah. Slowly but surely they're just twisting the tourniquet.
It doesn't really make that much difference, doesn't it? Because Leeds still have got to score twice.
Well, I know the 8 or 10 points difference, it's irrelevant. Leeds are going to score 2 tries and they're easily capable of doing it in 5 minutes.
I think we see from the slow motion replay there, Phil, that I think Andy Lynch is very fortunate.
And he almost gave himself up, didn't he? Put his hands in the air.
I just want to go back to this. I think they have to score tries in Rugby League to win games. In the Super League, they need to score tries to win it. I don't think that they can. I know there's over 20 minutes left in the match.
Well, Danny Tickle, he slotted one over from a little bit closer than this not long ago to give them the 18-10 lead. Just checking the wind again, just to see what will happen when the ball leaves the boot. He's bang in front of the sticks. Swig out of the magic bottle. So Danny Tickle for a 20-10 advantage. And he's kicked it. 20-10 it is. The boot of Danny Tickle was conclusive in the last home win in 2007, and Brian McDermott is not convinced, having looked at the replay on the big screen here in the stadium, he's not convinced that that was a penalty against his team. Well, Tickle's boot is proving decisive again, just as it was 5 years ago when they last won at home.
Now that surprised me that Leeds, 10 points adrift, they went for a long deep kick rather than try to regain possession. Time is ticking away.
Mike, they know from the last 5 years they've consistently been the best side in the last quarter of games in that last 20-minute period. They know they've magic victories when everyone thought they were going home as a defeated side, and they know in that last 10 minutes they'll back themselves, so they're prepared to have that patient approach because of what they've done over the last 5 seasons.
You're right, Phil. It's about being composed. It's about having clear and clarity in your roles and just doing it better than your opposition.
To be fair to Hull, though, they've snuffed them out for the last half hour.
Come on,
yeah, they're confident. That's why it surprised me they didn't try to get the ball back from them. Never mind. That's a wasted kick from Seymour, but again the chase. Boy, that will be pleasing. Peter Gentle.
Tickle and Jordan and Sharp getting to Ben Jones-Bishop, not giving him the opportunity to get up ahead of steam. This is Ryan Hall.
And you can see
Strength
that, nice offload. You can see a lot of the Leeds players though, they're struggling to get their breath back.
As I say, they haven't had a break all the way through last season. They played each and every weekend, all the way through this so far. They played each and every weekend because they factor in the World Club Challenge as well. This is Jamie Jones-Buchanan. I don't know whether that's a positive or a negative. Maybe we get some opinion about that. That's a wonderful pass from Peacock to Smith. Oh, forward! Oh, Brent Webb isn't happy with this.
That was a 50-50 call. Well, Lee Smith shakes the head.
Brilliant offload from Jamie Peacock. Nice push from Lee Smith.
Nothing
Is it
wrong.
forward?
Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that, and it's a sarcastic smile on the face of Lee Smith. That's not sarcastic. That is bitter disappointment.
Nice and tight, heads in.
I think he's come up with an error as James Child, and it could be costly. That could have turned the game around.
Remember, they got the benefit of the doubt from an alleged forward pass in the first half. Things tend to even themselves up, don't they? Not only during the course of a match, but during the course of a season.
And that's what the coaches hope for. All they need is a 50-50 break. That's what they say about the officials.
Well, coaches talk about the referee in terms of you can't control him, you can control the way that you play. Peter Gentle has instilled a philosophy in his FC side that doesn't account for referees.
Well, they're going to get a penalty for that.
It was crafty work by Brett Seymour.
Nothing wrong with that.
He makes a real mess.
Then there's the push from Smith. Oh, and then a little pull back from Jamie Peacock. You're not going to get away with those no matter who the referee is.
Well, I mentioned earlier, discipline will bring about the result tonight.
And Leeds with a bit of defending to do here, because the Black and Whites 18 metres away from their line. That's tackle number 1 this set of 6. Houghton pops it up. Manu, good hit by Richard Moore. Oh, here's another penalty because he's struggling to get to his feet. Well, how many penalties? He gave them a warning, didn't he? Yeah. He gave both sides a warning. Are they going to go for 2 again?
Of course they will. As I say, they're just irritating the Leeds outfit.
Well, this means, of course, if he kicks it, even if they score twice, they'll only get a draw.
Bit of an elbow there from Moore, and Manu, who's had an outstanding game.
Back up on the line.
And
No doubt about it.
Ablett was giving him a facial on the deck as well. Frustration for Brian McDermott.
Yeah, he knows that really wasn't a forward pass that was brought back. It was a pity for the game itself. The discipline perhaps, and he's going to take his time. Well, the official will stop the clock. That's no big problem.
Well, he will after a minute has elapsed between the penalty award
2 meters.
and the kick about to be taken, and he wants them back this 10 metres again. I'm not saying they're crowding Danny Tickle every time they get the penalty. The clock now is stopped, but they're within range of his vision.
You know, we talk about why are they going for these kicks. The penalties are forthcoming, and this guy's been deadly so far. It's because Hull are confident that every time that Leeds kick off, they have got the power and the pressure to force Leeds back into their own half. And when you're playing like that, why not take the 2 on offer?
And Tickle does exactly that. He's kicking Hull to victory, 22-10.
Well, they're helping out there. The penalties certainly helping them. I tend to find when I've watched a lot of Rugby League games that penalties sort of even themselves up over the end. So if that be the case, this final quarter is going to see 3 or 4 going to the Leeds side, although at the moment the referee has just pulled the skipper out.
I think Brent Webb, who is never short of a word, has said 1 or 2 things. This will be interesting now, what James Child has to say.
I'm not here, Kevin, to listen to a running commentary from Ben Webb, all right? Now, you keep your comments to yourself, otherwise I'll penalise you. Simple as that, okay? And don't go waving your arms about on the conversion.
Well done. Well done, the official, James Child.
Okay, stay on.
It's been creeping in throughout this season, where for some unknown reason, quite a lot of the players are just non-stop at the officials, and you'll never beat them. And that was well done by James Child.
Well, Leeds have lost their last 2 away games in the Super League, and they're on the cusp here of losing 3 in a row. 22-10, the Black and Whites lead.
Move! Wait! Go!
Well, he's had a tremendous game, as Richard Whiting, both in defence and attack.
Looked a bit forward, that one, on the run there. Out and they'll take control, which is done throughout this game. Seymour with not the best kick, tied down the throat of the winger.
Here goes Ben Jones-Bishop, halted though by Crooks and Briscoe. Sinfield was clapping his hands at the play of the ball.
They've got to throw caution to the wind now, Leeds, and they know it.
Lee Smith.
Yeah, quick play the ball is needed. Maybe the chip over the top. Matthew Russell has not gone deep. He's anticipating something different, maybe from Maguire.
Griffin has the ball here for Leeds. There's Sean Lunt, gives it to Sinfield. Back it comes to Ablett, then wide to Lee Smith. Briscoe gets to him and deals with the threat. Careful. Now that could have been a penalty the other way, couldn't it?
Yep.
Delaney, they've got the penalty. Offside.
You want to take the quick tap?
You're right, Phil. You're right, Phil. There's another couple coming in your theory.
Jamie Jones-Buchanan.
Move! Come on, ball.
Tackled by Pitts and helped out by Tickle. Here is Peacock. Now Sinfield. Good reverse pass on the inside to Ablett. Here's a test of this whole defence.
Great tackle by the hooker, Danny Houghton had to be as well. Superb inside ball.
Maguire trying to penetrate through and almost there. Clawed to the ground. Penalty on the way. Penalty on the way. Jamie Jones-Buchanan unhappy with Eamon O'Carroll.
Look, you've got the penalty. Don't come running in and get yourself involved. Leave it.
He's got a bit of a job here to keep the lid on this.
It's getting quite tasty, isn't it?
Sean Lunt, 2 from 2 tries. Ooh,
No, he hasn't got it down.
Time off.
He went very, very close there. There was a leg underneath.
Just checking the grounding. Sean Lunt played 2, tries 2.
He's always thinking.
Third.
Sorry, Ed. He's always thinking. Sean Lunt. He scored a try similar to this. Only put it on the end of his toe last weekend in the cup.
Yes, it was a crucial try against Salford as well. Ooh, hang on. Ooh. No.
He just couldn't get it down. There's a
leg
knee
underneath it.
Yeah, black and white sock tells you it's a defender.
Well, just wait.
And I think the knee has saved the day.
Is there a tattooed arm that is the floor somewhere?
No,
it's a tattooed leg.
Yes, that's his leg. I know them legs
I'm
very
out of
well.
touch. I'm out of touch with where they're putting these tats down.
If you can't allow Danny Tickle's try, maybe the same principle
look at that.
applies.
Oh, there was about a quarter of an inch in that, but I don't think it's hit terra firma. There's been no try.
No try, but the tackle count will continue.
Tackle one here. Tackle one
Yes,
here.
it's right on the line, this, because he was short of the line.
Just wait. Just wait. Wait. Okay. Time on.
Maguire fires the pass to Sinfield. Here is Griffin.
Move!
Dummy runner. Sinfield wants it. Will he get it?
Given to Sinfield, it goes wide to Webb. Webb nearly went behind one of his own men. Houghton and company deal with the threat.
Did well then to keep his composure. Another step, he would have been penalised.
Lunt again finds Delaney. Lynched to him immediately. Down he goes. Tackle number 4. Hull survived this assault. They'll think they're going to win this.
Webb is on the second phase.
Peacock gets the pass away. Sinfield goes inside Jay Pitts. 3 are waiting. That's the last. They're 2 metres away from the line. Lunt is scheming. Fires the pass to Maguire. Maguire gets it away to Webb. There's a man out wide. The man is Hall. The try is Leeds. Leeds are not done yet. They have it in their DNA, as Phil so rightly said, to come back and take home points when others would have feared to tread. But Ryan Hall squeezing in the corner has given them such hope.
It was sheer panic. They had to run it, and they realised it. But it was a great pass from Webb, and they just hesitated in the black and white defence. You can see there Jordan Turner, he's a little bit unsure, and Will Sharp was sucked in to allow Hall to give them an opportunity to strike back.
That's the 120th try that Ryan Hall has scored for the Leeds Rhinos. He got 4 tries here in a cup win in 2010, and this is a big kick from the best kicker in Super League. And it's just the wrong side of the posts.
Well, this game is in the balance now, and Leeds, you talked about the DNA, the genetic pattern is about being in these contests, breaking it right down to the wire and making those crucial decisions. Danny Maguire, under all kinds of pressure, needs to find a pass. Brent Webb has 2 options and finds the right one to get Ryan Hall over. Leeds still have a lot to do. And Brian McDermott, he knows that this Leeds Rhinos team have been in a real game tonight.
They have been in a real game tonight, and when you think the forward pass that never was, it would be much closer. Anyway, that's all history. What is mattering now is the future. And the next 13 and a half minutes. Oh, Griffin stopped dead in his tracks. They've been doing that all night, the black and whites, to be fair.
Well, he ran like a wrecking ball, didn't he? And bounced off like a pinball machine. Look at this, bang, whoa!
Peacock, great
test their arm. They've got to test their arm again.
Maguire just slipped. Trying to get away from Lynch.
He was lucky there, Lynch. He was hanging around.
No, they've lost that lead. Oh, play on. It's a good decision.
Oh, they've got the overlap.
They have its Manu, and that's good defence from Ben Jones-Bishop trying to wrestle it away. He has pinched it from Whiting.
Brilliant play there by the winger. Jones-Bishop maybe has given them an extra lifeline on that. They had the overlap, and he had to come off the whitewash.
Well, you're right, Steve. He needed to make a decision. Do I stand and hold and wait to be outnumbered as Leeds get another penalty, proving Phil's theory? And just to put in context there, if Ben Jones-Bishop doesn't go in as we have another look at the penalty, then that's a try for Hull, and this game is dead and buried. But not only does he make the tackle, he steals the ball and nicks the washing off the line of Hull FC.
21 penalties given in this match tonight, 11-10. So Phil Clark's right. The count has levelled itself up as we approach the end of the game. I'm not saying that the penalty shouldn't have been forthcoming. Here's Ablett, but Leeds suddenly now, as a result of that Ryan Hall try, have got the sniff of something, and they are not champions for nothing. Griffin. Sinfield, good hit, good offload, was it? No, because Manu was first to react. They had to chance their arm.
Yeah, you can't blame the skipper. He knows it. They're running against the clock. Flipped it away, and he was more alert than anyone else. He's had a big game, hasn't he, Willie Manu? There's been some real heroes in the black and white jumper tonight. But it's a teamwork, especially in defence. When Leeds threw everything at them, they stood firm, and he'll be very proud, Peter Gentle.
And Andy Hay alongside him, of course, the assistant here, a former Leeds star. There he is, on the immediate right of your screen.
You're right, Eddie, came over from the Castleford club. Andy Hay, player I know very well, played with in the 90s. A great thinker of the game, and he'll have come and added something to the environment when he's made the short journey from Castleford, but I have to say, Hull FC have been very good tonight. There's been some great performances, and they fully deserve, if they go on to win this game, they fully deserve to take this.
I think the next 10.5 minutes have got a few twists and turns for us somehow. Leeds are coming forward much more now. They are running with a lot of strength.
And I must say, wonderful positional sense by Matthew Russell, the young full-back, because he anticipated, oh, they've got the break.
They have, it's Luluai, and Russell's the man who gets to him. That's the last tackle. And here is Maguire, he'll float this high, looking for Ryan Hall. And it just goes over the head and through the hands of Ryan Hall. There was just a bit too much beef behind it, maybe, from Danny.
Yeah, I couldn't flick it back on the inside there. Just a touch too high for Hall. But Delaney makes it, Luluai gets it, and then looking for the sport. It was there, but he just slipped at the vital moment.
How game is Matty Russell to take on Skyler Luluai? And I know he had no option other than to do exactly that.
Well, the thing is, Eddie, is that his positional sense was so good. He knew that they were going to anticipate either the ball back on the inside, make the break, or the chip over the top. He's had a wow of a game as this kid.
Well, to be fair, Steve, Kylie won't mind me saying, he's probably the only player in the Leeds shirt that Leeds didn't want to be through a gap in all kinds of space.
Here he goes again, Russell, and Luluai repays the compliment. Houghton. Lynch, quick hands. Here's Jordan Turner. Now it's Will Sharp, away from Zach Hardacre, away from another. Can he get away from Richard Moore? Yes, he can. He's away from Ablett. He's away from Hardacre again. It's a penalty for a high shot. What a relieving penalty this is for Hull.
Well, he put himself in a position like a shooting gallery at a fair. He kept bending around, twiddling around. Come on, somebody hit me, or someone go high. And that's exactly what they did.
Where?
On the first impact.
Well, James Child agrees with you. Hull have got a penalty, and they will not be arguing.
Back to basics now for the black and whites, and he'll lead the way. Don't worry about that, Andy Lynch. He's done his job tonight, and so has the hooker, Danny Houghton. It's been a great team effort.
Move all the way, Jimmy.
Jay Pitts. It'll be a sweet night for him if he comes up with a win against the Rhinos. The club he left to come here. Whiting.
Just a little trickle into the in-goal area when it gets to the fifth. Nothing sensational.
Moa. 18 metres away from the line, the black and whites. Houghton goes down the left channel. Stabs the kick into the in-goal area. Ben Jones-Bishop, his feet are on the whitewash. Whiting makes sure he goes over anyway. Goal line drop out.
Tremendous play. Danny Houghton, wonderful experience there. As I say, he's had a tremendous game.
Is this the night the sleeping giant awakes at Hull?
As I mentioned before, Eddie, now they've gone for the shore when they know they have to, and I think they've got it back.
Oh, Zach Hardacre got it and dropped it, and here, Jay Pitts has dropped it. Here goes Luluai. Who's with him?
The second occasion that Luluai found himself in open space, and he's probably thinking to himself, why me?
He's thinking, I need somebody to pass to, that's what he's thinking. Two breaks in the same game. Kylie Luluai, phenomenal work rate for a big fella, Kylie. Does all the hard work, gets the quick play of the balls.
Great offload again from Peacock, finds Lunt.
Move! Sam.
Seymour lets him get to his feet, 40 metres away from the Hull line, plenty of tackles left. Richard Moore takes it forward for the champions again. Here's Sean Lunt, now it's Kevin Sinfield, fires it wide, Jamie Jones-Buchanan. Jamie Jones-Buchanan trying to get past him. What a return to action for him.
He's a great professional, Jamie Jones. Had some injuries early on in his career, but never gave up. Always tried. In everything that he's done, he's always given 100% of his best.
That'll be a good kick into the corner. Oh, they've gone for the power play.
Hardacre.
Will they get away with it?
No, it's deemed to be a knock-on. And it's going to be the turnover.
Well, it surprised me they went for broke rather than put the kick in.
You know,
at least they had an opportunity to score a try. They put it in the in-goal area, and they would have got the ball back. But as it stands now, and listen to this home crowd, they're urging them through.
Hold. Go.
Well, coming up, we have Super League full-time Sunday night at 10:30, Sky Sports 2 HD. Will they be reviewing a try from Briscoe? Will they be reviewing another try from Briscoe? Yes, they will! Second try for Briscoe, and 2 points for the Black and Whites. They won't be beaten from here. Great try. England international Tom Briscoe, 22 years of age. He's marked his 55th consecutive and his 100th Hull appearance with 2 tries, and the second has probably won it against the champions.
When the opposition gets somewhat tired late in the game, it's heaven for a man with speed, and that's exactly what he had. They should have had him down. 3 attempts, 4 attempts, off he went. See you later, fellas. We've wrapped up the Super League points, and the Black and Whites have thrown down the gauntlet. What a lot of people said they hadn't played anybody yet. Well, they're just about to beat the champions, and this fella takes it home and takes the 2 valuable league points. And did the coach enjoy it? He's not going to be gentle tonight. He'll be rough. He'll be happy.
Tom Briscoe, an outstanding try on a great night for the Black and Whites. And this fellow has kicked Hull to death. Kicked Leeds to death, Danny Tickle. They are glum, the Leeds supporters. They knew had they won here, they would go above Hull. There's a little bit of daylight now between the Black and Whites and the champions. Tickle adds the extras. That left boot of his has been so reliable. 28-14. And, well, Rob Burrow will be back in a week or 2, says Brian McDermott. And they will be happy to have him. And that's, well, a hierarchy next to him, isn't it? Some big names still out for the Leeds Rhinos, but to take nothing away from Leeds tonight. From Hull tonight.
Move! More guys. Go.
It's always a tribute to a great side when it's very difficult, Eddie, in my position to pick a man of the match, because there's been so many stars for the Black and Whites tonight. They really have shown aplomb, a wonderful defence, a lot of aggression, and they look super fit. And why wouldn't they be? With the scoreline at 28-14, the adrenaline is pumping through their bodies. They know they'll be soon taking the acclaim of those lovely fans, and they will enjoy every single second.
And the strains of Old Faithful, their anthem at the KC Stadium, ringing around this ground. Webb. Chase is good, but Webb, that's a good pass to Ben Jones-Bishop.
And look who's in
Whiting
there.
is there again. He has been Mr.
Brilliant.
Perpetual Motion tonight.
Yeah, brilliant, Eddie, you're right.
you tend to remember the tries, don't you? And we might see another one here from Hull.
There might well be. It's Crooks. It's Crooks. It's Ben Crooks. Yes, a try for young Ben Crooks. He's going to go upstairs to the video referee. Actually, he wants to see how the ball arrived in Hull's hands. But if this is chalked off, it'll be a tragedy for the 18-year-old.
Well, Webb goes it away.
Oh, no, it's all right.
Whiting has pulled it backwards.
He's flicked it back.
Yeah, and Lynch was quick enough to get away. And look at this. Brett Webb is left there arguing with the official when he should have been turning round to put himself in a position. And this is a try, fellas.
That's a
And
great
what a
try.
wonderful effort by Ben Crooks.
It's his first try in Super League. It's his first try for Hull. And it crowns a magical night for the Black and Whites. Ben Crooks, son of a Hull legend, Lee Crooks, 18 years of age. He got his Super League debut here against Wigan in a massive defeat 2 weeks ago. He's got his first Super League try in a massive victory for this club.
shows you that you've got to be alert at any second during the 80 minutes. Whiting, who's had a superb game, drags the ball one-on-one backwards. Lynch so quick, and watch Webb. Webb turns around and starts talking to the official when he should have been running round trying to tackle. Lovely dummy, and look at this. Sensational. Boy, he will remember that, and so will these guys, and girls, and children, and me.
Well, I was critical earlier in the match about the fact that Hull had to borrow a Wigan player, Matthew Russell, to fill in at full-back for them. But there is one player that Hull are developing, and I've read in the programme today, the chairman's notes, one of the focuses and goals of the side is to develop more of their own players. Perhaps they've been underinvested in the last few years. Maybe the focus wasn't there and the support staff to help the young players come through. But we've seen one there have a pretty impressive game. You know, the first time in the match, he actually got bumped out of the way, but his confidence has grown and he's finished it on a real high.
And I said his dad's a Hull legend. Of course, Lee played with some distinction for Leeds as well. Tickle, imperious with the boot tonight. 34 points to 14. A truly significant evening for Hull FC in the Stobart Super League 2012.
Well, that was a brilliant finish from a very talented young player. Danny Tickle slotting over the 2 points, and what's been a memorable night from Hull FC, and they've been better in most departments from the Rhinos. Been a fantastic night for Ben Crooks. Wonderful finish for Lee's fourth game, as we've already said, and to have the confidence and composure to take on a fractured Leeds defence and get the ball over the line is a credit to him.
And it was the finish as well, the way he kept the ball carrying arm up above the ground and then stretched it out and plonked it down. Having said that, here is a Martin Aspinwall knock-on.
Well, after all that wonderful sensational feeling, and Martin Aspinwall just couldn't control it.
Well, no smiles yet from Peter Gentle, but this is a very important win. A chip over the top, looking for Danny Maguire. Consolation for Leeds, brilliantly taken. Absolutely brilliantly taken. It's a consolation try, that's all. But the quality of that try was equal to anything we've seen tonight. I know that Hull will be tired in defence, but it was invention from the kick over the top, and Maguire with the willingness to chase and pick it up and touches down.
He's got the quality, hasn't he? But it is mere consolation, as we know. He knew exactly that the kick was coming over, a good combination, and he finished it well. Webb knew that he was going to be there, but it's to no avail. It's a black and white.
Sinfield has the extras on the final siren. 34 points to 20. It's ended up a Hull victory, and a famous victory as well.